guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing something a little different. I've seen a lot of my favorite YouTubers do these ranking videos where they like rank everything of something in their collection. Like for example, ranking all of my eyeshadow palettes or ranking all of my blushes from 1 through whatever, and they're so fun to watch. But one that I have not seen yet is eyebrow pencils, and I am somebody who really likes those micro tipped eyebrow pencils. So whether it be an itty bitty teeny tiny point or just small enough but kind of like a triangular tip, or just small enough to create natural hair flicks, those are the eyebrow pencils that really grab my attention. I've tried a lot of them. I've gotten rid of a lot of them. I've tried drugstore, I've tried high-end, I've tried luxury. I've tried pretty much all of them, and I currently have 9 of them in my collection. So I wanted to share them with you guys and tell you what my thoughts are. My mom is also a huge fan of these micro tipped brow pencils, so it's been kind of fun going on this journey with her. She's recommended some to me, I recommended some to her, we bought some together, and so it's just kind of a fun memory I have with a lot of these products. Okay, starting with the bottom, starting with number 9 is this guy right here. This is the Benefit Brow Contour Pro. When this came out, I think YouTube just kind of like had a nostalgia, like, oh my God moment, because the whole purpose of this is it has these little clickies on it, and it's supposed to be, you know, reminiscent of like, think of those pens you had like way back in grade school that had those little clicky different colors on it. That's what everybody thought of when they had this product. And so of course my brows were raised, and I was like, I gotta try that out. The concept of it is really cool. It's like an all-in-one product. You have your definition colors, and then 2, like a highlight color, and then 2 brow colors, one that's a little bit lighter, one that's a little bit darker. So where you can focus, like, you know, the lighter one on the inside and then darker as you go to your tails of your brow. I think there's a couple, oh, well, I just pulled it apart, not meaning to, but here you can see there's like 4 different products all in one. So the idea behind it is really cool. The packaging idea, the concept is just really cool, right? And each of the little products are those micro kind of tips. They're not as small as some others, but nonetheless, it's a micro tip brow product. I immediately picked it up because I wanted to test it out. I will tell you guys, this has sat in my everyday makeup drawer, not my larger collection, my everyday makeup drawer for probably a year, and I never touch it because 2 reasons. There's no spoolie on it, and I'm someone who needs a spoolie. I just do. I have to brush out my brows first, then I have to brush them out as I color them in. I need a spoolie on my product or else I'm not gonna use it. So that was the first downside. The second downside is it's just a really big, kind of bulky, awkward product. It really just is. So I don't know, I don't grab it because of that. Another reason, when you click the product out, you can't click it back in. So if you click out too much, you're kind of screwed because you have to break it off and try again. You can't like put it back in the tube, so it's a little bit wasteful. It's a little hard to get the hang of. I also just don't, I just don't love it. It's the bottom. It's number 9. Number 8 is this Kat Von D pencil. I heard no one talk about this pencil, not one soul. My mom and I stumbled upon it at Sephora when she was here visiting me last year, and we both were like, hey, let's test it out. I haven't heard anybody talk about that one before. So this is the Kat Von D signature brow pencil. I got the color taupe. By the way, this one came in like 5 different colors. I got the color blonde light for this one. This one's the color taupe. There's a spoolie on one side, so yay, we're doing good, right? And then this is one where it's not quite a point. It's more of like a flat micro point. So it's hard to explain, but it's kind of like a flat oval. Think of like something like this brush, right? Where I can squeeze it and it's like flat. So it's a micro point, but it's flat. That's how this is. And that really appealed to me because I was like, wow, I can really get in there and create that natural hair look. So cool, right? You swatch it. The color is good. The color is a taupey color. I feel like sometimes taupes can run really gray, or sometimes they just look super weird with blonde hair. The color is good, but you guys, the formula of this brow product is so hard to work with. It is so tough. It's almost like you're scraping into your skin trying to get it to work because it is not easy. It's like I don't know what it's made out of, but it's not waxy, it's not soft. It is tough to work with. And I remember the first day I used it, my mom and I used it the same morning, and she walked out of my guest room and she was like, did you use that brow pencil? And I was like, yeah. what are your thoughts on it? She was like, it was so hard to use. I was like, yeah, it took me forever to do my brows because I literally was just like, it is not an easy formula to work with. I wish it would be a little bit softer, just so it was easier to work with, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of her, like, she's a tattoo artist, so maybe she was trying to do like the I don't know. Okay, the next brow pencil, so number 7, is the Sephora Retractable Brow Pencil. One really good thing about this is it is waterproof. I think it's one of the only products that are one of the only brow pencils I have that's actually like waterproof. You do need like an oil to get it off or a makeup wipe to get it off or something along those lines. So that's really good, especially when you're talking about your brows. The last thing you want to melt off during the day is like half of your brow. You know what I mean? Especially if you're somebody like me who really needs to color in your brows. So thumbs up there. It doesn't have a spoolie, but it does have like this little plastic brush thingy. I don't know. I don't love it. Every time I use this, I do still inevitably pull in a spoolie brush. The color is good. This one's in the color Ash Blonde. It does lean a little bit more gray than some of the other taupey colors that I have. It does have the name Ash in it, and Ash things typically are more ashy or gray, so it makes sense, but it does have a little bit more gray, like cool tone to it than some of the other products do. And the formula is, it is okay. I think this is one of those products where if this was the only brow pencil I had ever used in my life, I would think that it was pretty dang good because it gets the job done, it looks good, the color works great. You know, there's kind of a spoolie brush on one side, but because I'm able to compare it to other micro brow pencils, I don't love it as much as the others, you know what I mean? Inevitably, I always reach for one of the others over this one because this one is just a little bit off. Like it just takes a little bit something extra to add. You know, like I always need to add in another brow pencil or a brow gel or something to make it extra. But if it was the only brow, like it's not bad. It's just other ones are better. Number 6 is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. Now this one does have a waterproof pencil on it as well. So I guess there's 2 in here that are marketed as waterproof. So this one has a waterproof micro pencil on one side, and then it also has a, ink stain on the other side. And mine is in the color Brown Sugar. So I like this product. I like it a lot. 2 things I don't like about it. There's no spoolie, so you have to pull in another product with a spoolie brush on it, which is like, ugh. They're trying to do a 2-in-1 product, so you don't have to pull in more products, but inevitably I have to pull in more products. And the second thing I don't like about it is the color range. Now they might have expanded the color range since I bought this, I'm really not too sure, but they didn't have like a taupe, or I think they had a blonde, but it was just like way wrong color, like not the right color for somebody like me. So I really wish they had introduced like some sort of taupe into the mix because that's the kind of brow color that I usually go for. But other than that, I do really like this product. I really like the micro pencil side. I wish they sold just the micro pencil on its own because it's such a soft and creamy formula. Yeah, the color, I'm swatching it on my hand and it's called Brown Sugar and I don't know. It's warm, so it kind of looks a little bit orangey when you put it on. I love the micro pencil. I think it blends well. It's nice and has that kind of waxy but not too waxy consistency. And the ink side is unique and I'm still trying to get the hang of it, but it's really cool. Like the idea behind it is it's supposed to create like almost like natural hair flicks, and you can either use the flat side to do like a thick line, or you can use the tip of it to do like actual hair. And I will say, of all of the micro brow pencils I have, the ink side of this creates the most natural looking hair because it's made out of hair. So it's, you know, it actually recreates the look of a hair instead of a pencil, you know what I mean? So I just wish they would expand the color range, and I wish there was some way to incorporate a spoolie on here. Okay, next one is Fenty Beauty. So this is number 5, right smack dab in the middle. I debated putting this closer to the top because I do really, really like it. And in fact, this is the brow pencil that I'm wearing today. I bought mine in the color, it's called Dark Ash Blonde. The color is great. I think it works really good. It's that perfect balance of like a little bit on the gray side, but not warm. Like it's just the perfect kind of taupe. They nailed it on the head. They really, really did. The formula is great. And of all of these brow pencils, this is the one I could fill my brows in the fastest with. And I think it has something to do with just the formula of the product. Like it's nice and like creamy and slightly waxy, and I can get there and fill in my brows like super duper quick. I don't know what it is about it, but it is a little bit on the thicker side. Like it's not quite as micro and precise as some of the other brows. So because of that, I do sometimes have to go in with another, like some of the others I'm going to show you here in a second, and like kind of fill in the spaces and make it more precise if I really want to have that precise carved out brow. But on days when it's just like, you know, me at home or me running to the grocery store, I don't care if my brows are perfect. I just want eyebrows. You know what I mean? But I really like it. I also appreciate the fact that they tried to be unique and different, and there isn't a spoolie. It's like this brush. Like it's very reminiscent of like a miniature toothbrush, or think of like an eyeshadow smudge brush. Like that's exactly what is on the tip of this pencil. And so I appreciate the fact that they were thinking outside of the box and trying to do something new and trying to do something unique. But I really, really don't like brushing my brows with this. I just don't. It's too big, and sometimes it'll like wipe away, like if I have foundation on or concealer around my brows, it like brushes it all away, and it's just not easy to work with. I thought it would be cool, but it's not. But the actual brow product itself, I do really like it. I wanted to rank it higher, but the other ones I like just a little bit more for different reasons. Okay, next up is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. So this is number 4 out of my 9 pencils. Benefit also has foolproof, goof-proof brow pencil. I like that one a lot too. I just don't happen to have it in my collection at the moment, but I really like that one as well. That one isn't a micro pencil. It's more of like a diamond shaped tip, which is kind of cool because you can use the point tip to do like, you know, the natural hair flick, and then you can use the bigger side to kind of fill in more product at once, or fill in more space at once. You know what I'm trying to say? I do really like that one, but this is the micro pencil, and this is the one that I happen to have right now, mostly because Ulta had this in their 21 Days of Beauty on like super duper discount, so I stocked up. I have the color 2.5. I also use the color 2. They both kind of work well for me. 2.5 is a little bit more on the cool side, whereas 2 is a little bit more on the warm side. They have a lot of different colors, but this is kind of in the taupey range. I think the packaging on this is really cool. It's probably the most unique packaging. It has the points, like it kind of looks like a magic wand. It's just really unique. And there is a spoolie on the other side, and this is a nice spoolie too. Some spoolies are just like kind of meh. This is a really nice spoolie, so I really like that. I think this has probably one of the best formulas. It is just really, really comfortable and easy to fill in your brows. I feel like it's not too precise and micro, but it's not too big either. It's just that perfect like size. What I don't like about this product and why it's not closer to the top, there's 3 more that knocked it down, you know what I'm trying to say, is I feel like this pencil runs out so fast. I go through this brow pencil faster than any other brow pencil. And I don't know if it's because the formula of the product is just more soft, and I use more product when I'm using it, or if there just isn't that much product in the tube itself. I really don't know, but I go through this product so fast. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm just like burning through it. So because of that, it's number 3. All right, now we're getting to the top, guys. We are getting to the the top 3. So number 3, I'm ranking this more for the balance between price and product. So this is the Colourpop Brow Boss Pencil. My mom talked me into buying this. She was like, have you tried the Colourpop Brow Pencil yet? And I was like, no, I don't know. And she was like, you have to try it. So I bought it, and I was like, okay, Mom, I'll try it. And I bought it, and I stuck it in my makeup drawer, and I didn't touch it for months. And I recently pulled it out again, and I was like, I'm gonna give that a shot just because, you know, I have it, so why not? It was only $5, so if I don't like it, I'll just throw it away. And I really, really liked it. I love the color. This is probably my favorite tone of brow pencil. The color, by the way, is taupe. It's the perfect balance of not too blonde, so you're not gonna get that orangey warmthness, or yellowy. Like some of them are really yellowy, like the brown sugar one is really yellow. So it's just the perfect color taupe. The color, something about finding that color brow pencil that works well for you. Like this is the perfect cool neutral taupe. I love it. Also, it performs very similarly to some of the other pencils I'm going to tell you about. It performs very similarly to my top brow pencil. Some of the things I don't love about it is, this is so silly, I know, but the lids don't stay clicked on for me. So I always find these little caps on the spoolie side and the brow pencil side are always falling off. That's a big deal to me because if I'm throwing it in my makeup bag or in my purse or in my everyday makeup drawer, I want the lids to stay on. I just do. So the fact that they fall off, I'm kind of like, but again, it's only like $5, so like, you know, of course the packaging isn't going to be as prestige and luxe as some of the others. I've also found that if you push too hard, it breaks. And this is one of the only brow pencils I have that problem with, where the product itself will actually kind of like snap off. And when that happens, you're kind of like, you know, you can't like pop it back in or like use that with your fingers. Like you just kind of have to throw it away, which is kind of a waste of money. But other than that, this brow pencil is really, really good. If you can find a color that works really well for you, definitely check this out. It is worth it. It is. It's only $5. Number 2 is probably the newest to my collection. No, that's not true. Fenty, I think, is the newest to my collection. But this is the Hourglass Art Micro Brow Sculpting Pencil. You guys, I love Hourglass products, first of all. I think they are so luxe and so luxurious, and I love their powders, I love their eyeshadows, I love their mascara. And way back in the day, I fell in love with their original Arch brow pencil, which is kind of like a triangle tip. Those pencils are really good too because you could really, really fill your brows in really fast. I repurchased that one over and over and over again. And in fact, when I bought this, my intention was to rebuy that one because I haven't used it in a few years. So I was like, I want to try it again, see if I still like it. And I saw that they had come out with a micro brow pencil and I was like, oh, I should try that one out. So threw it in my cart. I have the color blonde, by the way. And although it is the color blonde, it runs more neutral, less like orangey, yellowy, you know what I mean? So it's a good blonde, whereas some others are kind of like, oof, they just look really bad. This one's a good blonde, if that makes any sense. It also has that flat shape, just like the Kat Von D one. These are the only two that have that kind of like flat shape, and I love that. I love the fact that I can go in and just quickly recreate natural hair flicks. A lot of the other brow pencils do that exact same thing, but what I like about the flat tip is you feel like you can just do it faster. You know what I mean? And it looks more like a line, more like, it's just easier to do. I don't know, it's a really good shape. I really like the fact that they shaped it like that. And the formula of it is so nice. It's a little bit more on the waxy side than any of these other products, but I like that. I like that because it makes it easy to do my brows. I feel like I can fill in my brows really quickly. It stays put. It's not, I don't think it's supposed to be waterproof, but I feel like I don't sweat it off. It's hard to rub off. It stays put, and it is really good. It also has a spoolie on the other side. The spoolie is really good too. And I just really like it. I probably won't buy it again because it is so expensive. And when I think about something like Colourpop that's so much better or so much cheaper, but you know, it's just as good, I'm like, ooh, why would I buy? But if you're looking to splurge and really treat yourself and get a good brow pencil, test this one out. It's really good. All right, number 1. Does anybody have any guesses? What's the one micro brow pencil that I love, that I use in a lot of videos that I haven't talked about yet? Anastasia Brow Wiz. Come on, guys. This is a tried and true. I have repurchased this particular brow pencil more than any other brow pencil. If you can believe it, I have gone through countless pencils of this, probably in the upwards of 20 or 30 of them. It's my go-to, it really is. I use the color taupe. I've also tried, I think before it was called taupe, it was called something blonde. It might have been called ash blonde or something like that. And then they changed it to taupe. So I've used it like through its change in name and it stayed pretty much the same. But the color is so good. Every single time I wear this brow pencil, people ask me what brow pencil I'm using because the color is so perfect for my hair. It matches my natural roots, it matches when I have my hair highlighted, it looks so good, it's perfect for blondes. The spoolie on it is super duper nice, and I feel like you get a lot of product in here. I think, I'm looking at it, and a lot of these have 0.08 grams in them, so I don't think it actually has a lot of product in it, but it lasts a long time. It's that perfect balance of, you know, kind of stiff, not too soft. So I feel like these pencils last forever. I really, really do. Another thing that's a little bit silly, but I really like it, is the caps on both sides are the same size. So when you take them off, you can put them back on interchangeably, which sounds silly, but when you're getting ready in the morning, you don't want to have to fuss with putting a cap on the right side. Something like the Hourglass one, the spoolie side cap is a little bit smaller than the brow side cap, so you have to like put it on the right side in order for it to fit. This one, they're the same size. It's the little things, I know. And also, this goes on sale a ton. Ulta has this one in their 21 Days of Beauty all the time, so you can get it for a relatively good deal. So, tried and true, holy grail, Anastasia Brow Wiz. Alright guys, well that is my opinion on the 9 micro brow pencils that I have. If there's one that I have to test out that you guys love, let me know in the comment section down below. I've been kind of wanting to try the LA Girl Shady something or another that Jessica Braun always talks about. I have tried the CoverGirl one, don't love it. And I've also tried the L'Oreal one at some point and I didn't love it because I don't even have it in my collection anymore. But if there's any other ones that you guys would like me to test out or think that I need to try out, let me know in the comment section down below. Other than that, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I'll talk to you next time. Mwah. Bye.